there, bare knuckle fight fans. Susan Cingari here with Clifford Wright, who has a big fight coming up tomorrow night. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
What's your mind going into the fight? Because so much of the fight is mental. How are you feeling mentally going into the fight?
I did a lot of mental preparation before the fight, and this isn't my first walk around the park here, so I just remain calm. It's another fight, it's another day in the office. So,
speaking of another day in the office, one of the questions I was going to ask you was: you have fought both in Bellator, and so has your opponent David Rickels, but you have not fought each other. But are you familiar with his style?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him. A lot of times he was on the main card and I was always on the undercard. So now it's time for me to get my shine on and, take advantage of being on this main card.
You were discovered at the Kansas tryouts. What was the most surprising thing you found at the tryouts? Because you guys, a lot of fighters left. I think they got scared, didn't they?
Yeah, that was one of the big things that surprised me. I thought, because I tried for Ultimate Fighter tryouts a long time ago, and there was 700 people there, and it was an all-day process. Where this, I think they had maybe 100 people that signed up, and there was maybe 60 or so there. Don't quote me on the numbers, but it ended up. I think I heard they had to choose from 14 people. So I'm glad to be one of those choices.
Since you are new to the BKFC family but have a really stellar career as an MMA fighter, give our fight fans from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship a little background on yourself, sir.
I came from Cedar Rapids, Iowa originally. We were a real hard-nosed gym, so a lot of our fights are just one-off conditioning and outworking our opponents. So I feel in this fight I'm going to bring that old school, and make them work.
Rickels has the reach advantage. What's the game plan for that?
I feel like me being probably the smaller fighter, I came in at 173.3, I'm probably going to be a little faster. I don't think it's a very large reach advantage, so hopefully my speed and the accuracy of my punches can beat him to it. So.
What do you think is the most interesting thing? And you've obviously, as an MMA fighter, you've also been involved in boxing and ground game and so many different disciplines in the MMA industry. But as a bare knuckle fighter, I feel like our fans need to understand that it's really hard. At least I believe it so. It's very hard for the fighters to go from MMA into bare knuckle because so much of the game is strategic. And fighting without gloves, you can injure your hand so quickly inside a training camp. So what was the most difficult thing for you to face, training-wise for bare knuckle?
Well, one of the things I focused on, because MMA is a lot of the times is 5-minute rounds, so I geared my training more to 2-minute rounds, doing, we're going to be at 5 rounds, but 2-minute rounds. So I tried to gear my training to have me conditioned to go a little more, probably more of at a faster pace since it's shorter rounds. And I also worked with one of my teammates, Maurice Jackson's, has a little experience here fighting bare knuckle, and he's given me a few pointers as far as not throwing 100% in every punch, so we don't break our hand and set up that power punch.
What's the game plan for tomorrow night? Because Rickels is kind of like the hometown fan favorite. You have been in Bellator a long time. You've been a fighter for a long time. But how does that work emotionally, mentally for you when you've got a bunch of people screaming your opponent's name out? For me, it would be very nerve-wracking.
I accept the challenge, from the fans, because this isn't my first time. I rarely fight in my hometown, so I'm always in somebody's hometown, and usually whether win or lose, the crowd's cheering for me when I walk out of there. So.
All right, we wish you good luck on your fight tomorrow, and if there's anything else you'd like to add, please add it now, and give us your social media handles.
All right, my social media for Instagram and Twitter is Cliff Wright CR, and for Facebook would be Cliff Wright MMA. I just want everybody to make sure that they tune in tomorrow, subscribe, to the BKTV app, and tune in, watch me and David get it on, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
We are really looking forward to that fight. Fight fans, please remember to subscribe and leave a comment in the section below so I can have it back on and take your fan questions. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much.